Good morning, it's Angie from UK Money Wisdom. I have a very important video that I'm making today, so here goes. Right now in the UK, the majority of people receiving a state pension are being shortchanged every single week. I know you may feel like that, but here are some hard facts to prove it. There are around 12.9 million pensioners and 8.8 million of them, that's nearly 68%, 2/3 of us, retired before April 2016, and that 2/3 of us are trapped on the old system. We didn't work less, we didn't pay less national insurance, we just retired before a specific date. This majority is left earning £50, £70, even £100 a week less than those who retired after 2016 with the same lifetime of contributions. Even £55 a week, which is the average gap, is £2,860 a year missing from the household budget of people who spent 40 years working, raising families and building this country. And the most shocking part? Most of these 8.8 million pensioners have no idea why they are receiving less than their neighbour. But if you're watching this video, you will know now. Today, we're exposing the gap, explaining the simple fix and demanding action. Because fairness is possible, clarity is possible, and change is possible. Okay, let's look at part one, the two-system trap. Before 2016, the state pension was split into two. Everyone got the basic state pension. Then came the earnings-linked top-up, SERPS or S2P. Two people could work the same number of years, pay NI every week, and end up with completely different pension amounts. Then everything changed. In 2016, the new state pension was introduced, one flat rate, as long as you had 35 qualifying years. Today, that amount is £230, 25 pence a week. But the 8.8 million people who retired before 2016 were never moved across. They're stuck on the old system. So we have the 32% who retired after 2016 protected by the new flat rate, while the 68% majority are left behind, often at only £175 to £190 a week, sometimes even less. For many people, that difference isn't technical. It's life-changing. It's a difference between heating and freezing, eating properly or going without, dignity or struggle. If they paid in for the same number of years, why are the vast majority being paid less? In part two, we'll look at why millions are losing out. There are three reasons for this 2,860 average gap. Reason one, low or no SERPS or S2P top-up. If you were part-time, caring for family, self-employed, or in lower paid work, you built up little or nothing. This especially affected women, carers, and low-income families. Number two reason, missing NI credits. Child benefit credits weren't applied. Home responsibilities protection was never added. Old records weren't transferred. And DWP and HMRC errors were never fixed. The government has already admitted over £800 million in underpaid pensions. That's right. More than a quarter of pensioners have already been found short. But what about the other 3/4, the other 75%? The third reason, contracting out, where the wealth gap appears. Millions of workers were contracted out. Most didn't pay less. Part of their NI went into their workplace pension. They followed every rule. But when the new state pension started in 2016, these contracted out years were used to reduce their state pension, even when they had 35, 38, 40 or more years of contributions. And here is the crucial point. The only people on the old system who come out better are those who were already financially much better off. High earners who built large SERPs or S2P top-ups. They often have large private pensions, defined benefit pensions, and a higher lifetime income. The system didn't just create inequality, it's magnified it. It rewarded the higher earning minority and punished the ordinary majority. That is the opposite of fairness, and it's exactly why this average £2,860 shortfall could be much more, must be fixed. So in part 3, let's look at the simple fair fix. No committees, no delays, no excuses. Step 1, the fair floor. If you have 35 qualifying years, your pension should never be below £230.25 a week. Let's look at an example. Mary, who's 74, with 38 years worked, she gets £175 a week now, under the fair floor, which is £230.25. That's £55 more every week. That's the 2,873 average gap a year that I was speaking about. It's life-changing for someone like Mary. Step 2. Let's fix those NI records automatically. Simply. Because the data exists. The government can correct the missing credits and errors without forcing pensioners to prove their lives. The information's all there in the system, with backdated lump sums paid to those who have been underpaid. And step 3, the contracting out bridge. If someone has the full number of years but is below £230.25 only because of contracting out, they are topped up. That way, nobody loses, nobody's pension goes down, nobody else pays more tax. It simply lifts the 8.8 million people, pensioners, who are left behind. In part 4, let's look at why it must happen now. If you retired after 2016, you're protected. If you retired before, you're punished. It's the same country, the same rules, with 2 different outcomes. And it hits hardest where people are already struggling. Older pensioners, women, people without private pensions, people living alone. This is not a small minority. This is the majority of pensioners in Britain today. If the government won't act on its own, then the pensioners, families and campaigners must force their hand. Fairness is not a favour. Fairness is a right. In part 5, this is what viewers can do. Check your forecast. Check your NI record. If you have 35 years or more and you're below £230.25, your voice matters. Share this video, write to your MP. I know some people say they don't do anything, but if enough of us send our message in about this one main inequality, if we speak with a like voice, then the MPs will start taking notice. So join the campaign, because silence is how injustice survives. Spread the word. If you have any ways, any means of communication to get this message across wider, do so with your families, with friends, younger people, anyone who can assist. Because the £2,860 pension gap is real, it is unfair, and it can be fixed. And it can be life-changing to many pensioners who are already on the breadline. Fairness is possible. Clarity is possible. Change can be easily done automatically. It's in the system already. If you found this video helpful, then please, as I say, like, and please share the video, like the video, and importantly, subscribe to my channel, because this is where you will find all the updates on these factors that affect our income today. And gradually we will get rid of inequality for pensioners. Gradually we will get our voice heard. I'm Angie, and this is UK Money Wisdom, and I'll be back very soon with another video for you to help you with your day-to-day finances. Bye for now.